The royal family has been caught up in an embarrassing racism scandal which has forced one of the Queen Consort's most trusted companions to resign. Let's go live to our reporters on this. First is Sarah Greenoch in London. Sarah, take us through what happened here. This is incredibly damaging to the royal family.
It certainly is, Eddie. Good morning. So this happened yesterday at a reception at Buckingham Palace that the Queen Consort was hosting. Camilla, shining a light on violence against women and children. One of the 300 people invited to attend that was a campaigner and advocate for survivors of domestic abuse. Her name is Ngozi Fulani. Now, she says she was approached by a royal aide who came up to her and wanted to know where she was from. And I'll read you a little bit of the exchange because this was posted on social media. So the aide said, "What nationality are you?" She said, "I am born here and I am British." And then the aide says, "No, but where do you really come from? Where do your people come from?" She says, "My people, lady, what is this?" And then the aide pressed, "Oh, I can see I'm going to have a challenge getting you to say where you're from." So witnesses to this exchange say she was very persistent and it was obviously incredibly damaging once it was posted on social media. So the palace has almost immediately responded. They've released a statement saying, "We take this incident extremely seriously and have investigated immediately to establish the full details. In this instance, the comments are unacceptable and deeply regrettable. In the meantime, the individual concerned would like to express her profound apologies for the hurt caused and has stepped aside from her honorary role with immediate effect." Now, this aide is Lady Susan Hussey. She was a lady in waiting for Her late Majesty the Queen for more than 6 decades. She was in the car with the Queen on the way to the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral last year. She is also Prince William's godmother. And of course, the other thing this incident does is raise all sorts of questions about whether it validates the claims made by Harry and Meghan last year, Eddie. So it is definitely a row, and the palace has acted very quickly today to try and shut it down.
Well, let's look at the flow and effect. US Bureau Chief Ash Mullaney is in Boston, where the Prince and Princess of Wales will touch down soon. Ash, the timing couldn't be worse for William and Kate.
Eddie, this is not quite the entrance that the Prince and Princess of Wales would have been hoping to make in America, but they are addressing it head on, saying that racism has no place in our society. A spokesman for Prince William said this morning the comments were unacceptable and it is right that the individual has stepped aside with immediate effect. As Sarah mentioned, 83-year-old Lady Hussey is William's godmother. He learnt about these remarks just shortly before boarding the flight here to Boston, where the royal couple will be hosting the Earthshot Prize Awards. Now, that is an organisation founded by William to help entrepreneurs get finance and find solutions to climate change issues. Their first engagement will be here at Boston City Hall, where they'll be greeted by the Mayor and America's Ambassador to Australia, Caroline Kennedy. They will have a busy schedule over the next couple of days with primarily social engagements, focusing on social issues rather, before hosting that star-studded event on Friday evening. Eddie?
Thank you very much, Ash, and to Sarah too, and Ash will be with them every step of the way. Not a great start to the trip.
Oh,
not great, but they handled it really quickly, didn't they? They acted on that very, very quickly.
Yeah. I feel so sorry for the woman who was put in that position. It's her big day at the palace. And
an eminent head of a charity in the UK too, so very embarrassing.